Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I show you my long lasting drugstore makeup routine and how I done this eyeshadow look. So if you like to see it then please just keep on watching. So I've already done my eyebrows and primed my eyelids with concealer, and I'm going to go in with the Obsession baking primer. I have been absolutely loving this primer now, and I do only use like a little bit of it because as an oil it does really spread like all over your skin, so you don't really need a lot of it either. So then while that is sinking into my skin, I'm going to do the eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the Carmi Kiss of Fire palette with Revolution, and I'm going to start off by mixing the yellow and the orange together, and then I'm going to tap my brush off just so that it's not like really pigmented. I just kind of want it to be like quite soft in my crease, and because this is more about like the base makeup, but I'm just going to show you guys an eyeshadow look as well because I've not uploaded in like nearly 2 weeks, and that is because George had scratched my face right here. You can still see it a little bit, but it was like a pure huge scratch, and it was one of the ones that if I'd put foundation or anything over the top of it, it was just going to look like pure cakey and disgusting. So after that, when that was just going away, he scratched me right in there. So that was going to look the exact same because I did try put makeup on one day and it looked horrible. So I am sorry that I haven't uploaded. I'm just taking a little bit of this into the inner corner as well because we're going to do a spotlight eye. Next I'm going to go in with this purpley pinky shade, and I'm going to put it on the outer and inner corner, and I don't put too much of this shade on. I like to build it up so that I don't make a mess, because you guys know that I'm so messy when it comes to doing eyeshadow, and I really just want to keep it where I put it. So I'm just going to blend this into the outer and the inner corners. And then just running it through the crease just so that it all does blend nicely together. And I'm just going to keep on building this shade up to how I want it to look. Then I'm going to go in with this darker purpley shade on a smaller brush, and I'm going to add this right on the outer part and then right on the inner part of the spotlight eye as well. Then for the spotlight eye bit, I'm not going to go in with concealer because really I just can't be bothered right now. So I'm going to go in with this shade, and I'm just going to put that on my brush, and then I'm going to spray it with some setting spray, and this is the Revolution Hyaluronic Fix. I was going to say acid there, oh my god. So I'm just spraying my brush and then putting it on. This eyeshadow is stunning. I love all of Revolution's eyeshadow, but I love the colours that are in Carmi's palette. They're just so nice. Then I'm just going to go in with this lighter pinky shimmery shade, and I'm going to put that over the top just to lighten it up a little bit and give us an extra bit of shimmer on it. Then I'm going to go back in with the brush that we used the pink on, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. I'm not picking up any more product, just with whatever's left on the brush I'm just blending out the edges. And obviously when you do it this way it's not as precise as what it would be if you were to like cut it, but I still like how a spotlight eye looks like this, and I'm regretting put my hair up in a ponytail because it is extremely frizzy right now and just everywhere. For mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. I absolutely love this. It is absolutely amazing. So I'm just applying this. So now that the eyes are done, I'm going to go onto the face and I'm going to use the CYO Long Lasting Foundation. I have it in the shade 102, and when it comes like a little bit more into like autumn winter time, this will suit me better. It will be like slightly too dark, but I have still got like a slight tan, but it's on like the back of my neck, so I need to like try and match here, because from the front when I've got like a lighter foundation on it looks fine, but see when I turn to the side it just looks so stupid. So I just match to the back of my neck, which sounds ridiculous but it looks so much better. So I'm going in with this foundation all over my face, and the reason that I'm doing this video is because yesterday I went up the town and it looked like it was going to rain, so I had one of the sweatshirt jumpers on, is that what they're called, from Primark, and I thought, oh, I'll be alright wearing this, and then I taken my jacket, my like big jacket with the hood on it, because I thought it was going to rain. And then when I was walking up the town, the sun came out and I was sweating. I taken my jacket off and everything, but I was still sweating with that sweatshirt jumper thing on, and I didn't put a top on underneath it because I normally just wear it by itself, and I couldn't take that off, so I was absolutely sweating on the way up. And then on the way back down, I've been looking at couches. I'm getting a new couch, so I've been staring at my phone and the computer constantly trying to find a couch. So on the way home my eyes got extremely sore and my head was absolutely bouncing, so I was walking home like this, pure screwing my eyes up so to try and help, but it didn't. So once I got in, I put my glasses on, because I am supposed to wear glasses when I am basically when I'm concentrating on things, and obviously I never, and that's why my eyes and my head ended up so sore from me staring at my phone and the computer and everything. So apart from me having the indents on the where my foundation should have been because my glasses taken them off, apart from that, the foundation, everything lasted so well through me sweating on the way up the town, and then we went couch shopping, so I was sweating on the way to the train station because it is a 20-minute walk and I had to do it in 15 because that's when my train was. So I had to speed walk to the train station and I was sweating again, and then all the way round couch shopping. I hate couch shopping. So after all that, I think it was on my skin for about 12 hours, and when I come home I thought, oh, this is gonna look horrible, and it was actually still looked really nice on my skin. So this is how I done my skin yesterday. For concealer, I'm going to use the Revolution Concealer and Define Concealer, and I'm only applying a little bit of this because this like really creases on me. Like it creases so bad underneath my eyes. Like all concealers crease underneath my eyes, but this one just creases so much. So I do like putting it like further down than what I normally would. Then I'm just going to blend my chin, cupid's bow and forehead out with the sponge, and then blend my under eye nose out with my finger. Actually, I'm just going to blend this out with the sponge as well. George stayed at Tamara's last night because we went couch shopping, and it's just as well that he did because he was due his supper at 8 and then obviously his bedtime, and we didn't get home till like 10:30 because the 9 whatever train was cancelled, so we had to wait until 5 to 10 to get the next train home. So I'm so glad that he stayed at my sister's house last night, but I FaceTimed her and she told me that he was up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then my niece was up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so sorry about that tomorrow. So once I've finished blending that out, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Fix Loose Setting Powder, and it's really finely milled, so it doesn't like make, I have dry skin, so it doesn't make my dry skin look really dry, if you know what I mean. Like, see how you can put like powders on that just makes your skin look even drier? Well, this one doesn't do that, but I'm not setting my full face. I'm just going to set underneath my eyes, and I'm just blending all of the creases out already. So I'm just putting this underneath my eyes to set, just to try and help with the creasing a little bit. And the other eye. See, today guys, honestly I've woke up and I feel like I've got a hangover. Like, see that way where your stomach just feels pure weird and it feels dead warm? That is how I feel, and I've not even been drinking, and my throat is sore as well, so that's why I'm talking a little bit dodgy. So please excuse that. Hopefully I am not coming down with the cold. So then I'm going to set my smile lines because they sorry, they do crease. They still creased yesterday, but that happens anyway, but it just helps them stay normal for a little bit longer. And then I'm just going to set my top lip as well, just because that does kind of crease sometimes as well, and in between my eyebrows because I'm like this most of the time. I don't know why I make that face all the time. I think it's when I'm outside walking with George and just the sun's constantly in my face, so I'm like so I'm setting that so that that doesn't crease as fast. So that is literally it. That's all I powdered yesterday. Honestly, my hair is just so annoying. I'm going to need to fix it. But that is all I set yesterday. I do have dry skin, and because it is starting to get colder outside, my skin is starting to dry up. So this just stops it from looking as dry and cakey, like all over my face. So I'm going to go in with the Revolution Renaissance Glow Contour highlight palette, but obviously it's got a contour shade in it. So I'm going to use that to contour. And I used to like always set my face because I thought if I put a powder over the top of my foundation where I haven't set, it's just going to stick. But it actually doesn't. It still blends out really nicely even though I haven't set this part of my face. Like, it does still look nice. Excuse that, but I'm starting to get a spot there. So it's really red round about it. But it does just blend out really nicely even though I've not set this part of my face. So yesterday I did use my Kiko bronzer, but I want to keep this more drugstore so that everybody can do it. And Kiko, to me, Kiko makeup isn't drugstore. It is quite pricey because that bronzer was £22, but I got it for £6 off because it was £70 off, which is an absolute bargain. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Bronze, and I'm literally just going to mix all of these 3 shades together and tapping off my brush because this is extremely pigmented. And then I'm just going to go in and bronze up my face, and this blends out really nicely as well. So next for highlight, I am honestly so excited to tell you guys about this. The new I Heart Revolution Diamond highlights are they called. These are amazing. I have this one, which is Girl's Best Friend, and I have the other one called something, I'm not sure. I'll link it down below as well, but this is what it looks like. These are amazing. These are so pigmented and blinding. Like, see, just swiping into it once and then putting it on my face. The other one is slightly more blinding than this one, but these highlights are just stunning, and they're like £4 or £5, which is an absolute bargain because you get so much in it, and it's just it's so nice. If you like an blinding highlight, then you need to pick these up. I will leave the other one linked down below, but it's just amazing. Like, you can't beat Revolution and I Heart Revolution highlights. They're just so nice. Going in with a smaller brush, I'm going to highlight my nose. I don't like a really blinding highlight on my nose, so I do just go in with a little bit, and then on the inner corner and the brow bone as well. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit more highlight just to show that you can build it up to be like extremely blinding. Like, that might even be like too blinding for me, but I'm going to keep it because that is just, it's like so in your face. I just love it. I'm going to go in with setting spray, and I'm just going back in with that Revolution one, and I'm just going to spray it all over my face. And then pat it in with my sponge to help press all of the powders and everything into my skin, and this also helps blend out any like little lines or whatever that you haven't really blended out. And this, to me, this helps keep your makeup on longer. Maybe I'll need to do like a half and half video, see if this actually does keep my makeup on. For the lower lash line, I am going back in with a mixture of these two shades and blending them lightly along. You guys know that I don't like a really intense under eye, so we are going to keep it quite soft. Then I'm going in with that pinky purple shade, and I'm going to blend this out in my eye along as well, and I think that's all I'm going to do for the lower lash line. I feel like that looks good. Then back in with that L'Oreal mascara for my lower lash line. Then lastly for lips, I'm going to use the Revolution Soft Lipstick. This is in the shade Cake, and my lips are a little bit dry. That's why I'm using this, because it's like really creamy and it doesn't dry out my lips. Like, super creamy, not the best application, but I will clean it up. So this is the finished makeup look. This is all of the base products that I used on my skin yesterday that lasted through me sweating like a pig. But I'll just give you a close-up of my skin, and as you can see, it is really nice. There's like no dry patches that you can see. Obviously you can see this bit here from where the spots come through and it's red round about it. But normally when I do my makeup in like powder oil, I've got like a dry patch here that when I put my highlight on, it just like takes all the foundation and everything off of my skin, and you can tell that there's something on my cheek, but you can't actually see it because I've not set it with powder. I've just put highlight over the top of it and you can't actually see it. So this is going to be my new everyday makeup routine. I just love how my skin looks with this. So that is it for this video, and I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, then please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.